Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show on wearehotline.net every day, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to noon. And today we have a fantastic woman. She is an inspirational speaker, and she's also a best-selling international author. Please welcome Carol Starr Taylor to the show. How are you doing today, Carol?
I'm awesome, Nikki. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm so happy that you have this time to share with us. And there's so much that I want to talk to you about. And I'm sure the listeners internationally are dying to know about your book. But let's talk a little bit about your background leading up to how you became inspired to write this fantastic book. And what is the name of your book?
It's called Life in Pieces, From Chaos to Clarity, and the subtitle is Lies, Secrets, and Finding Your Truths.
Wow.
So, yeah, the book is really how it's my journey. However, I would say more so after that, it's about moving and transforming your life and getting yourself unstuck and moving from that chaos to clarity, and how each person can actually do that.
Right. And very often that people become stuck, right, Carol? Things happen, some trauma happens in their life, and they can't move ahead.
Well, and yes, absolutely. And often they're stuck as myself, and that's what started my journey. I had a very tumultuous beginning, and so and really, but my story is not extraordinary. It happens to people each and every day. I talk about ordinary things that most people just won't talk about. So things that happen to them and how it affects us, whether it's, and this is for men and women, their self-esteem, self-love, and the choices that you make. And the choices that you make end up putting you deeper and deeper, and until you hit rock bottom, which is where I was. When you hit rock bottom and you don't know how to get out, whatever your rock bottom is, and that is, for me, I've hit a few rock bottoms until I finally had my inspiration to, how do I get out of this? And then the rest of the book follows, and I actually illustrate to the reader not only the experience, but how do you move through it?
Right. That's compelling reading right there. The honesty that you have and the courage that you have to put this amazing book together. Did it make you feel very vulnerable in the beginning? When you thought about unleashing the story, was it scary for you?
It wasn't scary because I knew that this was something that I needed to do. I felt that it was my mission, my passion, to impart my knowledge on others. There are so many people living in chaos or in chaotic situations that they feel they just don't know where to turn or how to get out of it.
Right.
So, or they have body shaming issues, or I've talked about everything from verbal abuse, physical abuse, divorce, children, dating, relationships, communication styles, intimacy, rock bottom, being, having a mindset of being suicidal, to getting out of all of that, and now inspiring others that they can do it too.
And, Carol, I had a conversation with you not too long ago on the live set about the book, and I said to you while you were a survivor, and you said, "No, Nikki, I'm a warrior." Can you describe what a warrior is? Who a warrior is?
Well, what I say, and I truly believe that we need to change our verbiage, because when you are a survivor, you've survived something and it's still attached to you. It's on your back. So
Right.
you're carrying that load with you. Oh, I survived. When you're a warrior, you conquered it. So it's not part of you anymore. When you're a warrior, you have moved through, you've totally gone through everything, and it's off your back, and you're removed from it. When you distance yourself, and being a warrior is that when you distance yourself from the chaos that you had, it's part of your story, but it's not it doesn't identify who you are.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't, and you can let go of that victim mentality.
Absolutely. You're not a victim anymore. You're not a victim. Warriors are not victims. Survivors are victims.
Right. And that's a very important distinction that has to be made, and I'm glad that you did that.
Thank you.
So now you've done this incredible story. And I think it has hit #1 spot internationally. Can you talk about that?
It's a story that everybody can resonate with, and I think that it is an international bestseller because both men and women, there are aspects of it. If it hasn't happened to you, you know somebody that it's happened to. And there are so many different parts of the story, from even bullying, being bullied as a kid, to, not being in my power, where a lot of us feel unworthy, powerless, or in controlling situations, even in the workplace. And that comes down to, making choices. And those choices are based on our personalities and our mindsets and how we live our life. So it has gained a lot of momentum because people can resonate and they want to move forward with their lives. And given that, we're at a crossroads and we don't know where to go. And we don't, if you keep using the same mindset over and over and over again, you're going to have the same results. So what is going to change? Everybody said, I want to make changes, or I want to take action. And that's awesome that you want to do that. But if you have the same mindset, and how are you going to move forward and be that warrior that's inside of you already to manifest the changes that you need to make with the same old mindset? Yeah.
So you're staying in chaos.
You're always, and you're putting out fires, and you think you're making the right decision, but really you're making a decision that's clouded because you haven't sorted through the pieces of the, the situations change, the faces, the interactions with different people change, but essentially the common denominator is you.
Yeah.
So why are you always?
And you have to take responsibility for your behavior too. And a lot of people they shift the blame to someone else because it's easier to do that than to look at yourself. But you make it very clear that you have to do the accountability. You have to do the work.
Absolutely. The great thing about a book is that it's an intimate experience between you, the reader, and the book. It's not like you have to tell anybody your secret, your secret thoughts. And so you can resolve this with yourself and resonate with it as the reader. So, for example, you don't have to make an announcement on social media that now I'm taking responsibility for my actions. You just do it. You don't have to So there are elements in there that I think are quite poignant for people, so that they can learn how to forgive, learn how to put true gratitude into their lives, learn how to transform their lives and take responsibility for their actions and stop the blame game.
Exactly. Well, Carol, you've had so much success with this book, and again, I want to say congratulations
Thank you.
for, this the amazing outpouring of support, and the response has been fantastic for the book. You're moving on to another level of, where it comes to publishing a book now. Can you talk about your new publishing house project?
Sure. So I've started I've actually been a long time writer. I've actually, my background is in communications, and so it's about, I've worked as a professional writer. I have now opened up a publishing house and a publishing company, and it'll be for anybody that wants to publish a book, whether it be a solo author or we're going to be doing a compilation. The compilation is, we're hoping, my target date for the first part of the series, this will be called the Sisterhood Chronicles. And this is something that I'm very passionate about, giving people a voice, helping them along the way. Not everybody is a professional writer. Not everybody feels comfortable. I'm there with you every step of the way, because I know that everybody has a story to tell.
Right. So you're creating this unique platform where people can have a forum to share their voices, and I think that's just amazing. And
to promote
have this release when?
Yeah, and really to promote. I want, for me, I want my authors, whether in compilation format or in solo author, to come out of this experience and be proud. Be proud of their accomplishments. Be proud of the work that they have done, and feel like a rock star. So that, to me, they're the warriors. They're the warriors. So they've chosen to write, whether it is about their story, whether it is about their journey in business, whether it's their journey in their life, whether it's a certain part of their life. These are things that create warriors.
Absolutely. So you're now creating an academy for warriors. You are the general of the soldiers that you're putting out there. Fantastic.
It's really, I do believe that I want people to take back their power. I want them to understand that their voice matters.
Yes.
They matter.
Yes.
I've been in a situation, and a lot of it is in my book, that people often feel, even though they're in a group, they feel alone. And I have many, many, many occasions, and it's a theme throughout my book, how I felt alone, and in many cases I was alone. I said to myself, once I had my clarity, if it was up to me, my mission, my passion is that no one will ever be alone again. They will never feel alone again. And that's also where the Sisterhood Chronicles come in.
Right. So they can abandon the feelings of isolation because of the sisterhood, the sorority, the support that's around them.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Carol, do you have anything else that's under your belt? I know you've got a lot of projects cooking. Anything else that you see yourself doing? Another forum to help women and men share their stories?
Well, the publishing group will help them, and there'll be also promotion and publicity and things like that attached to it, which is something different than what's out there, and that's part of our group. Although, you know, when you're a writer, you stick to writing. When you're a publisher, when you are, so we have professional people with us as part of our group that are professional editors, that are professional graphic people, that are professional PR people, and I think that that's what helps people, because we all want to have a product that is not just sold online, but that we can go out and make it our platform. So to create author platforms, to create, like I said, rock stars, and
Absolutely.
that to me is imperative. If somebody wants to be an inspirational speaker, you know, that everybody has their journey, but they don't actually. Sometimes, if you've never written before, you don't know where your journey is going to lead you.
Exactly.
So, you know, things segue from one to another. I'm actually speaking at a conference for International Women's Day coming up in Toronto.
Amazing.
Yeah, and that is going to be in March, and I have a few other projects on the go. The Traveling Sisterhood is a group on Facebook if anybody wants to join, and it is free for them to be part of that. And it's a closed group so that people can express themselves freely.
Awesome. And where can people purchase the book?
They can purchase the book on 50 different platforms all over the world. You can purchase it. If you want to just go through my site, it's www.carol, Carol, Starr, Starr, Taylor, Taylor.com. So it's www.carolstarrtaylor.com. Or you can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Barnes & Noble, on Chapters Indigo, and anywhere else that books are sold online. It will be in some stores and select stores coming up in the next month or so.
Carol, I got to say, you're a phenomenal woman. You're a force to be reckoned with, and I am just really happy that you had the time to share with us today. If you are just listening now to the interview with Carol Starr Taylor, don't worry. You can hear the entire interview throughout the week, Monday to Friday, on wearehotline.net from 11 a.m. to noon. Carol, thank you so much. Congratulations, and come back anytime to share all the other great things that you're doing. And I know more things are going to be cropping up under the Sisterhood Project and with the book. And again, I do appreciate your honesty and I appreciate your courage. So thank you for your time. Wish you all the best for the new year, and you have a fantastic day. You're listening to Carol Starr Taylor on the Nikki Clarke Show. Thanks a lot, Carol.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.